Good morning, guys. What's going on? Welcome to another workout video. Today it's back day. Alright, I just had my breakfast, which is basically 4 slices of sourdough bread with some protein, a protein shake, some creatine, something that digests super easy. I always make sure that my pre-workout meal, my breakfast digests super easy. Nothing that will cause a lot of gassing, bloated, a lot of digestive issues. That's why I'm not going for the big eggs and bacon and toast and all those stuff. All right, I keep it super simple. And then after that, I'll have my post-workout meal, which I already made. My banana bread, so I'll have it in my bag. Boom, as soon as I finish my workout, I'll consume that. And it's important to have a post-workout meal, very important. Don't wait an hour or two, because after the gym you're drained. You need those nutrients right away. Feed your muscles right away. So that's it. I'll be filming the whole video. I'll be filming the whole workout. I always like starting with a little isolation movement. In this case will be a lat pull down, and then moving on to all the rows, the barbell rows, the dumbbell rows, the free weight stuff. You know me, I'm a big compound free weight guy. So let's go. I'm gonna drink my pre-workout meal. I didn't sleep so well. A lot of construction in my building. If you live in Montreal, you know how it is. But we'll make the most out of it. Drink some pre-workout and let's head to the gym. Let's go.
First exercise, it's gonna be a superset, lat pull down superset with cable pull over. You'll see it right after. I don't go super heavy on those, alright? It's really to warm up my body, warm up my lats, turn on this mind muscle connection and get some blood flow in my lats before going on my barbell rows. Alright, so now you're seeing me doing the cable pullovers, and I did 4 sets total. And I would go for higher reps, 15, even 20 reps for the pullovers, all right? It's really about feeling that engagement, getting a good squeeze, and getting some blood in the area, all right? On the lat pull down, that's where my last couple sets I went a little bit heavier, but same thing. It's not really about the weight for those exercises, really about just getting a good squeeze. And you will notice when you start going heavy and focusing on the weight on those exercises, well, you start using more your traps and your biceps and less your lats. You're not doing it correctly anymore. All right, machines are not where you want to go as heavy as you can. Moving on, that's the most important exercise of the workout, barbell rows. I did 8 sets and I was pyramiding the weight up and bringing my reps down. I was supersetting it with pull-ups to failure. Try it out. It's really a great back superset. So barbell row superset with pull-ups, and that way you're working your thickness and your width at the same time. Of course, the barbell rows come first. They're the most important. And as you see, I don't go crazy heavy. I just make sure that I'm performing it correctly. No momentum. I'm pausing at the bottom. Try it out. Pause at the bottom while keeping those lats engaged. Even when you're at the bottom, your lats are engaged because that's what's keeping the weight holding. All right, you don't want to disengage everything. Make sure that your core is engaged. Make sure your hips, your glutes, you really want to be very tight on this movement so you don't risk any lower back injuries. I love this exercise. The heaviest I went today, maybe it's 1 plate and a 10 each side. All right, I don't go super heavy, but trust me, my lats were screaming. Again, superset it with your pull-ups, and you might not do a lot of pull-ups. Just go to failure. All right, and I was taking maybe 60-90 seconds, I would say 90 seconds rest in between those supersets. So 8 sets total. Also, another thing is that I was pyramiding back the weight. So I went heavy to, well, the heaviest was 1 plate 10, 1 plate 20 maybe, and then I went back down with the weight. Moving on, the third exercise, dumbbell rows. I love dumbbell rows, but they're not as beneficial or as barbell rows just because you are a bit supported. All right, as you see, I'm holding on to the bench. So I love when I'm completely free and it's only my core working to make sure I'm supported and stay balanced. But there's still a great exercise. There's still a great compound lift that I would do after my barbell rows. I would say barbell rows are more beneficial, but right after would be the dumbbell rows. And as you're seeing, the angle, I always play with it depending on how I feel best. Sometimes I'll have my elbow sticking out a bit more, and sometimes I'll get my elbow close to my body and close to my waist. It really depends. What I want you to focus on to get more lats engagement is get your elbow to your belly button level. So you want to kind of row low, all right? Moving on, well, the dumbbell rows I did 5 sets, 10 to 12. Moving on, cable rows. All right, you see I'm rowing a lot, but that's what really help you get that thickness and improve your back. All right, it's not really focusing on a lot of pull downs, but rather rowing. You know, they say row to grow. But by that time, I'm pretty much drained. I'm just going for the pump at this stage because I'm not growing with the cable lat rowing. Where you grow is on the compound movements. So those are just a good finisher to kind of get a bit more blood, a good pump in the area, and reach those muscle fibers. Because at that time, your stabilizers, your core, your lower back get a bit tired. So now it's all right to go on those cable rows. But you don't want to start with them. You don't want to put all your energy in there. All right. I also tried this machine where I just did 1 set, but I didn't feel it good. I still wanted to film it to tell you guys that if you go and do a machine that you don't feel good, or do an exercise that you don't feel good that certain day, well, don't do it. All right, listen to your body. So I went back to my cable rows. I did total 4 or 5 sets, high reps, and I did 2 sets of these pull downs with a close grip, but also I didn't feel it well. You know, after doing your pull ups and doing your barbell rows and dumbbell rows, you get pretty much everything you need. And I'm starting to kind of get away from the machines, but it's not because I want to prove a point. It's just because I don't feel like they are as beneficial anymore. After I went and gave it all on my pull ups and on my barbell and dumbbell rows, I don't think what I'm doing right now in that video is super beneficial. Yeah, it's gonna get me some more blood in the area, but at my stage, after that I've been training for over 10 years, those ones, I don't think I'm growing much from them personally. All right, there might be a bit of a touch up at the end, good finishes. So I did a little bit more pull-ups at the end. I always love finishing with pull-ups. I would go for 5 sets at the end to failure, and like you see, I can only do 3, but it's all right. Trust me, at the end you even feel your biceps are pretty done. So that's why for my biceps I just did a little bit of biceps curls. All right, I would do either standing, supinated, or hammer curls. I don't try to reinvent the wheel. All right, now something interesting that I did was traps. I felt like adding a bit of traps, and I was reading Arnold's book the other day, and he trained a lot of traps with his back. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna add traps, and this way you see how I'm doing it. I'm hinging a bit, kind of bending. Well, I'm feeling my traps a lot more when I bend a little bit. And if you think about it, your traps are part of your back, and it makes sense to train them on your back day. So try bending that way. You don't need a lot of weight, and you'll feel it very good. So after that, 2 3 sets of hammer curl, 2 3 sets of supinated biceps curl, and my biceps were done. You don't need a lot of volume after doing all that back. Your biceps get so much indirect work. All right, a little bit of posing. You know, I want you guys to, in the comments, let me know what you think. All right, give me the points that I should work on and improve. I really want you watching and listening right now, type down in the comment, what do you think I should improve in this body? All right, I want to have the critics. I want to, it's an art, and we got to take an objective look at it, detached look. All right, so here I am flexing, and it's good to pose, you know, because then you see your body, you see the masterpiece you're trying to create, and you're able to kind of compare it week to week, month to month, year to year, and see where you're improving and see what you need to improve.
All right, workout done. What a big back workout. I stayed in the gym for 2 hours. Yes, big volume workout. I did speak a lot also with some friends. Well, friends, gym people, just talking a bit. So sometimes it takes me a bit longer, but why not, you know? Having my post-workout meal, and guys, there's a big debate about should you have a post-workout meal or not. It's simple. If you train hard enough, you will know. All right, I couldn't even make a video before eating some bites and having my shakes because I was drained. If you're training intense, you're going all in, trust me, you will need that post-workout meal. It's not if is it beneficial or not. You will need it. Your body will need those nutrients. That's pretty much it. Having my banana bread, replenishing my glycogen with a protein shake, making my coffee. I love having coffee post-workout, and pretty much I'll sit down, edit this video right now, and post it, work on my social media, and I'm training some clients later in the evening. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment. any coaching demands, you can go on my website or shoot me an email. I'll leave it in the bottom. Hopefully you guys like the video. By the way, if you want some naturally sculpted clothes, this is my brand. All right, gym gear. It's all made for training. Very good quality, naturally sculpted, promoting natural bodybuilding. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing or commenting or liking. It will help me boost the algorithm. See you guys soon. Ciao.